So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Lazio are looking to go forward now. And it's Cucurella. Turan, expertly cut out, really nicely done. No way through. And here's Mbappe. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Now it's Bellingham. And he's made sure that's not getting through. James, and now the breakaway. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's in space and looking for options. Cucurella got a long way forward to join the attack. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
No, that's been intercepted. Timber. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Thuram. So it is still 0-0. Threads one in. Cute ball now. Mbappe is on. Oh, shooting chance! Botafogo have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
João Neves powering forward here. Can he get it through? Oh, perfectly measured that. He tries a shot! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Botafogo are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Saliba. Now it's Bellingham. Lazio claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. That's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! And it's in! Back to within one! Interesting! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
João Neves. Bellingham. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vinicius Junior. Great challenge, time to perfection. João Neves. Botafogo looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's a sharp little ball here. Takes a shot! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides.
Shoots! Goal! Potw! And they get themselves in front! So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Chouameni. And it's Neves. Bellingham. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Potw hold a skinny lead after a thrilling half. Bring on the second half. It's 3-2. And we're off again. Chouameni. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
James. Bellingham. He's got away. Vinicius Junior. This is promising. Vinicius Junior! It's a goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Van Dijk. It's Bellingham. Good running, strong and purposeful. Now he's got space here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Konate. Thuram. Now it's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. Chouameni did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Thuram. Konate promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Mbappe.
We're in for an intriguing second half now. Contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And he's intervened well there. Mbappe finds himself offside.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 9, camisa 22, camisa 6.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
Para a entrada de camisa 15,
Gravenberg.
camisa 30,
Potw, perhaps, and he's had a hit! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substituição em andamento.
Potw have their second corner now. Bruno Fernandes plays it short. James, chance! Potw have their third corner. Van Dijk clears. Fernandes. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Fernandes. Šeško. Now this could be a chance. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Šeško deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
So their fourth corner of the game. He rises! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tchouaméni spread it left. Now it's Eze. Eze is flagged offside. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Gravenberg. Played into space. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's the keeper's ball. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Good ball, good take. Girassi. Oh, super ball. Big chance! And the ball's come loose here. Early ball out from the back. Now it's Girassi. 75 minutes played. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery, the defence, though, able... And the shot! And that should get the job done. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Isaac, well seen, saw that coming. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he's picked out the run. They're urging him to shoot. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Eze. Tchouaméni.
Indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
And that interception was most necessary. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. And it's Caicedo. And he gets rid in a hurry. Girassi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That's that, the end. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish.
Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. And they're not going to make any further progress now. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Bellingham. And Cucurella. Now that pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Ball driven towards the far post. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And they've got a throw.
That pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. João Neves.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far.
And here's Gravenberch. Thuram has played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Mbappe finds himself offside.
And it's Neves. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And here's Thuram. Matheus Cunha.
And that's put paid to a promising move.
And here's Mbappe.
Turns, tries a shot!
Goal! Botafogo!
And Botafogo are in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's Thuram. And he's worked it through. He's got away. Oblak claims comfortably.
Botafogo are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Now there's a fine ball.
Bellingham!
Oh, it's hit the post. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you'll have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And here's Mbappe. João Neves knocks it into space.
Fabian Ruiz. Vinicius Junior.
And it's Bellingham.
Decent progress down the left.
Solid defending, refused to be out-muscled. Played out towards the right wing. Looking for the run. Showing good feet. In by James.
Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And it's Ruiz. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham, Gabriel cuts it out. Timber, over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
It's Vinicius Junior. Bellingham.
Such good technique.
That's a decent clearance. And he skips past his man. Fabian Ruiz. Van Dijk gets it away. Mbappe.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Look at the space here. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Nicely aimed pass.
Foram indicados 2
Fabian
minutos de
Ruiz.
acréscimo.
Thuram looks to get on the end of this. Bellingham. Showing great feet there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Potw clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's having a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Neves. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Tchouaméni, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Indica. João Neves has found the net here, of course. He's a sharp little ball here. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Thuram. Gravenberg. Shot could be a great chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Konate. James. Can he get it through? And it's Bellingham. Saliba. Now Fabian Ruiz. Oh, good read. James. So what can they make of this? James. Aimed beyond the defence. Tchouaméni.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's managed to get free. He's making a real surge on the left. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
João Neves.
And the counter is on.
Timber.
Whistle's gone, that's foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 9, camisa 22, camisa 6.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Now it's Girassi.
Camisa 15.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Camisa 27.
Potw are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Hoisted in. That's a decent clearance.
Wriggles his way through.
Chance, surely!
In he goes again. Goal! Lazio! And the comeback is complete.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 5.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Lazio get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Fernandes. Tries to play it through. Now it's Cliver.
And the finish! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
And it's Fernandes.
Great vision. Might be danger here.
He's free, he has got space.
Potw really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. Potw really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Kluivert.
And he's got shapes to shoot!
Should have equalised.
Yeah, you always felt that they were going to up the tempo after going behind. It's not like they have any other option now.
Now it's Palmer. Chouameni. Saliba. Can he get on the end of this? Palmer looking to run onto it. Potw looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Ndika did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Palmer. Saliba. And that interception was most necessary. Threads one in.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Real chance! And he hits the net! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Short changes him with that pass. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Fernandez. Sheshko. He has found a way through. Now this could be a chance. Chance for a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Gabriel clears. And that is as far as it goes. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the tries a shot off the post. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Good ball, good take. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Turns back here, probably the best option.
Indica. João Neves.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as they're going to go. He's having a shot! Goal! Lazio! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's in a great position here. He is real chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Vinicius Junior really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's managed to get rid.
Potw have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? And here's Thuram, gives it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bellingham. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Potw really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Lazio finding their passes. Bellingham.
Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Cucurella. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had it taken off him. And it's Neves. It's a promising position. The ball has bounced loose now.
Can he get it through? Mbappe is flagged offside.
Bellingham. Spread it left.
Looking for options for movement. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Tonali.
Vinicius Junior puts his foot on the gas. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Lazio clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's chosen to go back. Bellingham.
It takes a shot! Oh, taken with style. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Vinicius Junior.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Traumeri. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Brilliantly cut out. And there is the half-time whistle. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So your views on the first half?
Potw really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. The second half then, just getting going. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Big chance!
It's off target and by quite a way.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to play it through.
Shoots! Goal! Lazio! And they've got their lead back.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 6.
Botafogo choosing to make the first change. Lazio get themselves into the lead.
Camisa 7.
Nice looking ball.
Oh, delightful ball.
That's going to go a long way. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No way through, so back it comes. Traumeri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Thuram.
All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Donnarumma will have to save it here, or there's real trouble.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really...
And the shot! He's got a goal! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
And he's picked it up out wide. Good read, needed to be.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Now it's Tura.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much.
And the finish! Potw still have the cards to affect this game. And it's Tonali. Vinicius Junior. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Bellingham looking understandably energised after his goal. Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Bellingham. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a shot! And that could have brought them level.
I don't think he can quite believe he didn't capitalise on that. He clearly fancied his chances.
Substituição no time do Botafogo.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Camisa 22.
Bruno Fernandes plays it short.
Camisa 18. Camisa 20. Camisa 14.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substituição em andamento.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Gabriel kept his eye on it, and he's there. Vinicius Junior thinks about the shot. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Eze. He's found a way through. That is good strength. Very nicely done. Gravenberg. Chouameni.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Chouameni, nicely aimed pass, and he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have...
Shot a goal! He scores! And what a climax we have here! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Foram indicados 6 minutos de
Potw
acréscimo.
give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Drilled in low. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Palmer. That's good running with the ball. Knocks it into space. He has found the way through. And he's in on goal. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Palmer having a look. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Now it's Chouameni. Gravenberg. And there goes the final whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Botafogo never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
Well, thanks to Jim. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here. Now it's Neves. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Kluivert.
Kluivert! Superb from Kluivert! He's got himself an absolute peach. And Potw are in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Lazio are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, nice touch. Potw leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Mbappe! Oh, that was vital.
Mbappe really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Van Dijk.
Potw really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Vinicius Junior. It's a really well-measured ball. Ndika did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Chance for a shot! He has done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Gravenberg. Van Dijk. João Neves. Kluivert. And the return pass. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tonali with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. He's found a way through. Mbappe. Gabriel defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Knocks it into space. Bellingham. Tonali. And it's Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp. No, that's been intercepted. Gravenberg. And it's Tonali. Oh, this is a great position.
Goes for a shot! Goal! Back within one. They have them in their sights again.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Botafogo really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Timber. Out towards the flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Matheus Cunha. Distributed tidily. He is through here!
Minuto de acréscimo.
Matheus Cunha. That is a brilliant interception. And he thumps it clear. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Botafogo are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Here we go again. Oh, easy pickings there. Thuram. Nicely spread. And he was quick to react. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Defending of the desperate variety. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. What a throw in.
Substituição no time do Botafogo. Camisa 10.
And he's managed to gift it back.
Camisa 9.
Fernandes.
Camisa 22.
Now it's Bruno Fernandes.
Camisa 7. Camisa 6.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Fechando o campo para a entrada de
Played it
camisa
back.
18.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Camisa 30.
Caught
Camisa
offside
27.
that time.
Camisa 14. Camisa 11.
Konate. Great vision. Oh, well played. Tonali. Here's Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Gravenberg. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lovely feet. Looking to go deep. Oh, smash! It's hit the crossbar. And it's bounced out off the woodwork. And again! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Vinicius Junior is offering a wry smile there.
Teremos uma substituição.
They've played it short. Vinicius shoots! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And he's having a go! It's anyone's ball now. That's going to go a long way. Palmer puts his foot on the gas. Bruno Fernandes.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Konate. And the pass is intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Eze, that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes. Šeško. It's Van Dijk. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a promising position. Oh, that's nice.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Timber has been caught there, it's a foul. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Shifted it to the flank. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's had it nicked away. Gravenberg.
Foram indicados
It's Bruno
2
Fernandes.
minutos de acréscimo.
2 minutes to be added on. Looking for the run. Now it's Isak. Big chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. The whistle has gone, and it is all over. Potw are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Shapes to shoot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Up he goes! Goal! Potw! And what a start!
That's the purpose and intensity they showed from the first moment. They really did fly out of the blocks here.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So, a breakthrough already. Lovely bit of skill. Barella receives it in a good position here.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. He won't be happy with that one. Played back in. Oh, no joy this time. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, it's hit the post. Nicely aimed pass.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quarter of an hour played. And here's Thuram. Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Good read, needed to be. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe! Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? Turns and goes back. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bellingham. Can he finish? It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And here's Neves. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Timber. It's a good spell of possession, this. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham takes control of it and he's on the move. Look at the space here. Ndika deals with that comfortably. That's going to go a long way.
Potw are clearly playing a patient game here.
looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of...
He's had a shot! Goal! Potw! And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Potw get themselves into the lead.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And they've switched it over to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field.
And it's Barella. Chouameni. Not the most accurate pass. Bellingham. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's a nicely shaped ball. Timber. Barella. Mbappe. And it's Bellingham. Lovely feet. Looking for options for movement. Across it goes. And out it comes again. Driving on and making good progress. Now it's Bellingham. And it's made its way to him. Chance, surely! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And the first half is done. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Potw are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. And it's Barella. Barella really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Oh no circumventing this opponent. João Neves. Matheus Cunha. Goes down, but nothing given. Just eases him off the ball. Konate, Potw do have a chance to counter here. Thuram is wide and looking to get onto the... Shoots! It's bounced back off the post. Matheus Cunha goes direct.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Well, that's been cut out, well played.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get other